Like if you want a certain result in your life, so say you want a girlfriend, like there's a girl out there that's a great match for you. And every time you wake up and you feel like shit and you don't better yourself because you feel bad and you have a bad day, then there's another guy that's also having a bad day that decides to do something about it and react in a positive way and shift his body language. Like, oh, I'm feeling like shit. Well, I'm just going to fix my body language really quick. Or I'm going to fix how I'm talking to people. Or I'm going to go out anyway. I'm going to talk to like 5 people today. That guy's going to get your girlfriend. That guy's going to get the girl that would have otherwise been your girlfriend because you're too lazy to actually do something because you feel bad. Like, and that's just like, I'm not saying that to like make anybody feel like shit, but like, that's just how it works. That like there are other people, like the fact is like time is moving. And at the end of the day, like there are people that are doing things that are going to get ahead of you. They're going to have a better life than you because you're refusing to do it. Like you're refusing to actually do the actions.
Yeah. And there's like a huge difference too between, okay, let's just take like job example. You're going to work, you get up in the morning. There's a difference between going.
Here I come.
Oh. I don't feel like working today. Like I'm pissed. I'm going to stay home. That's letting your emotions completely control you. Suppressing your emotions is going to work. Somebody asks you how you're doing and you're just like, oh, I'm good. But like deep down, you're like, fuck this shit. But like, not suppressing your emotions is like acknowledging that you're angry or you're feeling shitty that day. You're like, I'm not really feeling too good today, but I'm going to work anyways. Like that's not suppressing your emotions at all. That's like acknowledging that you are feeling a certain way. You're feeling a certain emotion, but you're controlling your actions. Like, I think when people suppress their emotions, a lot of times they put on a front, and that's where it gets kind of dangerous. Like you don't want to put on a front, but at the same time, you're like you are in control of your behaviors. Your emotions are not.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, I mean, because Ani says like, you need to express your emotions and like not suppress them. It's like, yeah, but expressing your emotions actually just stops at saying like, I'm mad. Like I just expressed, like, if I'm in a bad mood, I feel like shit.
Yeah.
I just expressed my emotions. But a lot of guys think expressing their emotions and like, this is like healthy. I need to express my emotions is like, oh, I'm so sad because this girl left. And oh man, I'm gonna go eat some ice cream and I'm gonna feel bad about myself. And I'm gonna go I'm gonna go drink. I'm gonna go smoke weed. I'm gonna go jerk off. I'm gonna forget about it. Oh, I feel so bad. That's not expressing your emotions. Like having some like 3-hour, like 3-hour session where you just talk about how bad you feel. There's never going to be closure. Like I've had that before. What?
Yeah, that's a conscious decision to be lazy.
Yeah.
Like that's like taking emotion out of it and then like actually choosing to be lazy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But I was going to actually ask Adam a question because he said, Adam said that he's avoided some advice because it's too painful. And I'm curious what he means by that. Like what advice have you avoided and like, why is it too painful? Is it just too painful because like you have a long way to go or like, what is that? So I'm curious.
I want to speak to Zachary's question or Zachary's statement too, but make sure you're sorting through them in a healthy, positive way that encourages growth, not dumping. I agree with that. I think that a lot of people are confused on what a positive way to get like sort through your emotions is though. Because I've seen a lot of like spiritual people on Instagram. I've like showed up to their lives. I've done like exercises with them where they're like breathing exercises and shit. And I think that like sorting through your emotions in a positive way can turn to dwelling like very quickly. Like you said with the example of like, sitting at home and just like thinking and thinking and thinking and trying to sort out your feelings, where it's like it gets to the point where it's like feminine behavior. What do women do? They get together and they gossip because it feels good and they just want to have a good time. They eat chocolate, they eat popcorn, they like listen to music, they go crazy, make weird noises with each other. What do guys do? That actually makes us feel like a man. Well, if we're feeling afraid, we go into the fear. If you're like feeling social anxiety, you don't want to go out and like talk to women, you go out and talk to women and face it and you feel a lot better afterwards. You feel like a man. like there's a way to sort through your feeling. Like I honestly, yeah, I think that it turns to dwelling really fast, but then also if you look at that emotion and you go into it and you face it, or you say like I'm going to respond to this emotion this way. Really, I think at the end of the day, it's like how you respond to emotions. Like whether you face the fear or face the emotion, I think it's how you respond to it.
Yeah.
I think that's the main point that I'm making.
Yeah. I mean, because what I was going to say earlier, I just remembered, was that like expressing your emotions and dealing with your emotions a lot of the time, honestly, comes down to like, I feel angry. All right, what am I going to do about it? All right, I'm going to go do something that like moves me towards a goal. And like that's it. Like that's all it is. But it's not easy to do that. It's very hard to do that. Like it feels very good to like talk about how you're angry. But I've done this on, I've done this even like in calls where we've talked, or I've done this with my girl. I've done this like all the time where I'll, sit around and talk about a plan rather than just like acting. And every single time, all of you watching this, you know it deep down. You know exactly what you need to do. You're just choosing not to do it. When you feel bad, you know exactly what can get done. It doesn't take long for you to come up with a plan to get better. It doesn't take long for you to come up with a plan to improve. What is hard is making the commitment to like make that change. So if you're going, say you're going to the bar and you're in the elevator and you're going down to like the ground floor, walk out on the street and you're going to go walk to the bar, right? You feel like shit in the elevator and you're like, fuck, I feel like shit. I don't want to go out. Right. It might make sense for you to call a friend and be like, oh man, I feel so bad. I feel like not going out, blah, blah, blah. And like try to talk to him for like an hour to like get your mood up or whatever. But actually all you have to do is be like, I feel like shit. Oh man, I just caught myself with like bad body language. Okay, cool. I fix it. All right, sweet. Like I already have a win. That's awesome. I said hi to the people in the lobby as I left. Like, hey, what's up? You guys going out tonight? Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm going there. Anyways, yeah, have a good night. Maybe I'll see you there. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, dude, fucking sick. Like I did a good job there. Like I did something. That's gonna feel so much better. It's gonna feel so much better. Right.
Yeah, it is. And
So,
I think honestly, I think part of that is like choosing what kind of man you want to be too, because there's if you want to boil it down to like weak behavior versus strong behavior, a lot of people want to hide away. And hiding away is like sitting in your room, calling somebody that you know is just going to be friendly to you about your problems. They're just going to be able to listen to your problems. You talk to them on the phone and you feel good about yourself, but you didn't really do anything to go out in the real world. You're not like, yeah, you're just like hiding and feeling good, as opposed to going out, even though you feel whatever it is, scared, angry, you're feeling emotions, you go out into the world anyways. You're being the type of guy who like shows himself to the world or exposes himself to the world. And you have to be that guy if you want to be like, like a dangerous protector of women. You have to actually